So I have talked about how I have been in this leadership program, and I am often reminded in settings like that where there are these women, where these like leadership training, that I am not your average bear. I don't need to be rah-rahed and propped up about advocating for myself, having grit, having a personal brand, making sure that I am moving with integrity, doing my job with intensity, or advocating for myself when it comes to raises, promotions, things of that nature. I said to a friend and neighbor just yesterday who's at my house to have tea, and she said, "But Therese, you're not one of those kinds of women, needs a whole lot of hand-holding. You're a planner. And in order to be able to do the things that I have been able to accomplish in the short amount of time, or in a relatively short amount of time in my career, I've been able to transform my work, myself, my brand, my, the things that I'm capable of doing, and the kinds of career opportunities I've been able to garner for myself because I am a planner. I am an advocate for myself. I am a person who is about the business that is my business, right? And making sure that I am just knocking down pylons at every single turn, right? Taking every single opportunity, utilizing every single piece of my abilities to kind of grow and flourish and continuously elevate my career. Recently, I just got another promotion, and so I've done it in record time. And so I really had to explain to someone, I was able to go, coming to my company, going from an AVP to a VP very quickly, going from a VP to an SVP relatively quickly, because I have always talked about my work, advocated for myself, used my resources wisely, had a board of directors for my career, mentors, sponsor, peer friend groups, network that works, right? And that's the kind of stuff that I challenge and oftentimes will mentor to other women. No one is going to gift you anything. You have to go after it full force, the same way that men do. Every single year, advocate for yourself. Every single time you get into an evaluation, write your evaluations about the narrative of your year from a perspective of your wins and not your losses. I had one supervisor tell me, or at the time my director tell me, he goes, "You write your reviews and they're 3 to 4 pages long." And I said, "Yes, because I've accomplished so much in a year. I want to make sure that you're familiar or aware of it, right? And I back it up with evidence. So where are the data points? What are the statistics? What was I able to improve? What did I miss the mark on, right? So it's not all glowing, but it's definitely this absolute highlight reel of everything I've done in the last 365. And what that has done for me is it's not necessarily for the person who worked with me every single day, because your thought process is, oh gosh, my manager, my supervisor, my director, my executive director knows exactly all the things I have been working on. And that may be true. But who doesn't know is your HR. Your HR may be having to look at why your boss is advocating for you to get a specific position or a specific promotion or a dollar amount raise. If you've got the credentials and you've got the data to back it up, there's no way that can get denied. It does sometimes happen. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's all been roses, but what it is, it's harder to lie on me when I have given you a 4-page letter like Aaliyah. Hope that helps.